Hi there, I am so super excited. I am doing an art collaboration with my friends. Yay! Shana Jackson, who is Caution Artist at Play on YouTube, is a Holbein brand ambassador, and they sent her the 4 sets of 6 granulating watercolors. She is so super generous that she shared them with her friends. Look at this, how cute is that? So we each got the 4 sets of 6. Here they are swatched out. And we're each going to choose our own set to paint with. I chose flower because I wanted to paint some pretty pink dogwoods. And then the other 3 are going to choose a different set to paint with. So after I've painted my pretty pink dogwoods next, go check out their videos to see what they paint with their set of 6. Hello there! I have got this adorable little palette that is holding Holbein Granulating Watercolors. This was a little gift to me. It's like a little sample set of the bird set of 6 and the flower set of 6. So we have bird and then flower. And I'm going to focus on the flower set today. And I am going to paint some adorable springy dogwoods. Well, dogwood flowers. This was a picture that a pal of mine on Facebook posted, and he had no problem with me using as a reference. So I'm going to see what we can do. I have quickly sketched out with pen the flowers. I am going to be using mainly Cherry Blossom Pink, Mimosa Yellow, and Echinopsis Green Gray. I think that those 3 together are quite lovely, and I think I'm going to put a little salt on it too to see how that works. And I'm curious how this is all going to look on Arch's watercolor paper with the granulating. This is Fabriano Artistico, and you know, some of them granulated better than granulated better than others. So I am curious how it will look on Arch's watercolor paper, which is my favorite. So I'm going to start by doing a background. So let me get a juicy brush. There we go. This is a Lindsay Wyrick juicy brush. It is a 12 round by Craftimo. I think I'll start on this side. Go ahead and put in a little bit of the color. I'll put some of that pink in there, maybe. I think I'm going to sprinkle in some salt. This is just a sea salt. Just a tiny bit here and there is all I plan on doing. Okay, so I have the flowers all kind of touching. So that's why I did this section before moving on to this one, because it'll just be easier to maintain my the wetness level of the background rather than doing it all I'm just going to do it in pieces. I don't think I'm going to put salt in that section. I think I'm going to just put it here and down in here and maybe over here. I don't want it in every single spot. And this right here is a little small, so I don't need to really wet it too much. Well, I don't like that. I just messed up the... Oh, no, I didn't. It was fine. Good grief. It was fine. I thought I messed up the shape of the petal, but I didn't. It looks weird, but it'll be fine when I get to it. I am aware that I say that really often. I apologize for that, but it is what it is. We go through phases of saying things. Yes, I do. I got a little messy. Well, I wasn't messy. I was not perfect, I should say, with my pen, because I'm okay with it looking a little sketchy with my pen. I think it'll be forgiving and it'll be fine when it's finished. Actually, I think it's going to be gorgeous when it's finished. Let's use that word instead of fine. How's that? Ooh, that's not the right color. Didn't want to introduce blue when I'm not using it anywhere else. I kind of want to do a little splatter. All right. a little bit of salt again. Okay. And let's see, I think that I can go ahead and put the green in the centers. Which isn't green, it is mimosa yellow, but I mean, that's green. I kind of wish there was a different yellow in the flower set because, hello, there are a lot of yellow flowers out there, but I don't know their reasoning for that. It's interesting how they came up with the sets of 6. Kind of thinking maybe drop in some of that Equinox green gray just in the bottom, like for shadows. I don't think that's pretty. This one has a little bit more water in it. So I lifted a little bit up because I don't want it to go crazy when I drop this in. Okay. Now some of these edges are a little bit messy around the petals. That's okay. It's all right. I can clean that up later. I can use a scrub brush to scrub them out. I did it in a hurry and knew that that could happen. But that's okay. Actually, I can fix up a couple of them. I'm nitpicking. I don't need to do that. I'm going to let this dry. I will be right back. Okay, it's all dry and I removed the salt. I love what is happening here. I like how it's a little bit lighter up top and a little bit darker down here at the bottom because, you know, the light would be filtering through branches and everything. And so underneath would be a little bit darker. I think that's really nice. The granulating is gorgeous. That, Equinox green gray is really pretty, and the green, I'm sorry, mimosa yellow with that green gray, it's really, really nice. I love that. It's really pretty. I went a little heavy with the pink here, so I think I'm going to lift a little bit of it up, or I'm going to try anyway. We'll see what this paint can do there, because none of these flowers have that much of a concentration on them. And I especially don't want it not in a focal flower, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to see very lightly with my brush. I don't want to scrub at it. I just want to see how much will actually come up and go from there. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. That's good. That could definitely be a petal down there that has that much pink on it. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the petals. And I'm going to do a wash of water and then drop in my pink. So actually, first I'm going to clean up the edges. Let's see, so right here it's a little messy looking. Right here it's a little messy. Oops, and then I got green paint elsewhere. It's just a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it definitely is cleaning it up slightly. Actually, let's try doing it with a soft brush. Let's see if that works. It might. Yeah, it does. I'm going to use a softer brush. So it lifts well. The paint does. Okay, I think that's all I needed to do. There are other areas, right here. There are other areas where I have white, like I didn't go all the way up to the petal with the green, and I think I'm gonna leave those alone for now. I might fix them later, but for now I think they're okay. All right, I'm gonna wet a petal. Let's start over here so that I don't put my hand in it. I'm working on this side. Okay, wet it, and then drop in some of the pink. Okay, and then I've got a cut up card, gift card, and I'm going to scrape lines into it. Now, there is a lot of water on here. I'm going to soak a little bit of that up. Okay, so the lines will be going towards the center. And I'm kind of curving them because the petal's curved. There we go. Next, let's see. I can do this one because I didn't touch the edge. I didn't go all the way at edge with the water, so I can work on this one. It won't bleed into the one next to it. Alright, there, I wet it. Drop in the pink. And then scrape. That one looks a little splotchy, so I'm just gonna play with it a little bit. Here we go. Nice. All right, I'm gonna do that with each one of them now. Now, since that petal is touching that one, I'm going to wait to do this one so I can work on this one over here. Okay, I'm going to dry it. Look at that lovely granulation happening right there. Whew. That is very pretty. All right, now we can wrap up all of these extra petals and then move on to the leaves. All right, one more petal left. right. Now I can do the leaves, which are going to be the mimosa yellow. Ooh, that's wet. That might get in there. Okay, I think that looks really nice. I'm going to go ahead and dry it, and then I'm going to think about shadows. Okay, so looking back, there are a few things that I wish I had done a little bit differently. Around these leaves, I wish I had put a little bit more, a darker concentration around them, because I feel like there's not a lot of contrast. But I don't want to add another layer of the Equinox green gray on top because I'm afraid that I'll mess with the granulation. Perhaps it won't, but I just don't want to chance that. The flowers, they do typically have like a little white area like this. And then going down the bottom of it, there's like a little green pointy bit. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit of green here and see if I like that. It doesn't add much because I was wondering, should I try to lift out some of those areas? And I don't know. Maybe just need to add a little bit of green to some of them. I'm going to leave that alone. I haven't decided yet. So what I am going to do though is I'm going to mix a shadow color for under the petals, because now they're just like all on the same level and we need some depth. So I'm going to mix up a little bit of the Equinox green gray and the cherry blossom pink. And I am going to test it. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so this one right here is on top. Okay. And then this one. And then we want that bud just to kind of stand out too, so I'm gonna do that. All right, this petal here is on top of this flower. Now I think I'm gonna put that down and then I'm gonna wet to spread it out a little bit so it's not so intense. I might do that here too. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. This actually looks like it got lost a little bit. Okay. And then down here, this one. And I don't think I like that one. I tried to feather it out and that just didn't really work. Try again. It's fine. Okay, and then, actually I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. Here we go. Okay, over here. Turn it. I feel like my mix is too watery. Alright, I think I'm going to do right here. A little bit here, but not a lot, just a little bit. It just needs a little definition. I don't like how harsh those are. It's a struggle. Okay, that worked, I think. I think I want to add a little bit of Dr. P.H. Martin's Bleed Proof White to the center little buds. Just a little bit of dots. Yeah. And then maybe a little bit to the leaves too. Maybe that's one way I can give them a little bit of oomph. That might be a bit much. I don't like that one. I'm going to get rid of that. There. Like that. kind of think that maybe I need a little bit of shadow on the leaves. So let's see how. Just a little hint. There we go. Ooh, boy. Okay. Dry that, and then I'm going to take the tape off. It's pretty. I do think I want to add a little bit of white in some areas. I want to see what it looks like. So for example, right here, I do like that. I do. It just looks so dogwoody. It looks dogwoody with that. There's not many of them that have that. Because that one is away from us. Oh, I think that definitely made a difference. That's so pretty. I do think I'm going to add a little bit of green. Maybe we'll see. Try it with one. And when I say green, I mean the mimosa yellow. Just a little bit of green. Mimosa yellow. There we go. I think that's really pretty. The only other thing I'm struggling with is the depth of these center buds. Like, it's a bunch of little knobbies in there, and I don't feel like I've got that captured. So I want to nitpick here, and I can do that because this is my painting. You don't have to, but I just want to add a little bit of dimension. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. Do this one over here first. Okay. Done. I've had a look at this and I realized I need a little bit more shadow on this right here and this one right here. So it needs some right here. And under this one. Now I am really finished. If you like this kind of video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications of newly uploaded videos, and come see what I get up to next. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, handsome boy.